Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between... What is that? What button did I just press? Well, that's interesting. But we're taking a... What was that? Wait, if I click on an ability, that's what happens. That is so weird. Oh well, but a game between Alliance and Vega Squadron G2A for the Aces ROG Dreamleague Season 3. This is not a tournament that we usually do. That's because the ESL 1 doesn't have any new games and the international hasn't started yet, and I'm not gonna buy a fucking ticket. And I went through all of the free tournaments and this is the only game that seemed somewhat interesting. So that's what we're gonna do today. That seems like a plan, doesn't it? Yup. And even if it doesn't, that's the plan. Also, this is so weird. I didn't know you could click on the abilities. Okay. What else can I click on? I believe I just clicked on the channel and then I got the scream of pain, right? Oh my god, this is so cool. Wait, okay. Let me try this with the Sonic Wave.
Pay for the privilege.
Wait, what is going on here?
10 seconds to go.
Did you wait, does it work with anybody else?
5 seconds.
Yes it does. Wait, that is so weird. Okay, does it work
Reserve time.
up here? Oh my god, I think I just found the most obscure bug ever. It doesn't just work like this, right? Like you need to actually click on this beforehand. Wait, where do I need to click for it to be cast? This time he just did it anyway.
10 seconds to go.
Oh, I don't need to click, it's just a delay.
5 seconds.
Players here.
But didn't do that earlier, did it?
Reserve.
I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be talking about the heroes in the game, but this is just far more interesting than that. Like, this is amazing. I didn't know that that was even possible. I've never seen anything like it. Also, this broodmother, yeah, she's over there. Yeah, that's a common bug. Like, I've seen that before. Faceless Void also. Let's actually quickly talk about the heroes and bans and all of that, right? So we got the Lone Druid and Nature's Prophet bans. That's because Admiral Bulldog is playing for Alliance again. Those are very much respect bans. Admiral Bulldog, for the longest time, has been, well, while he was playing for Alliance, I guess, was like the backbone of their team, really. Like, he defined their playstyle through a very ratting playstyle, I guess, right? And he used, or he can still use, Nature's Prophet and Lone Druid to an extent that no other player really can. And as a result, just getting rid of those two is, generally speaking, a pretty decent idea, right? It's not so much about, you know, like, those are really scary heroes. It's more about, well, if we don't ban them, Bulldog is gonna get them. And we really don't want to deal with that. So, you know. Other than that, we've got Shadow Fiend, we've got Broodmother, and we've got Lifestealer, which I'm really happy about the Lifestealer, because the higher the pick rate of Lifestealer, the better for me. Because of the bet with Metal Slug. We also have an IO, Undying. Those heroes are just very powerful. We've got a Phantom Lancer and Faceless Void. I've actually been seeing a decent amount of Faceless Void. I'm quite surprised by that. I mean, Faceless Void, while I don't really mind the hero, personally, I've always been a big fan of him. I don't even know if he got buffed at all. I'm currently looking that up. Faceless Void. No, he got nothing new. I guess it's just, he's got access to the Abyssal Blade now, which is kind of neat. Of course, the new attack speed items are fantastic for him. I suppose it's not so much about like a direct buff to the hero. It's more about like a buff to late game in general, right? And he can definitely make use of those items. So I suppose, right? Anyway, we've got, as per teams, we've got a Beastmaster, AA, Gyrocopter, Zeus, and Witch Doctor for the Vega Squadron. And we got Chen, Quap of Pain, Clockwork Lion, and Morphling for Alliance. I don't think there's anything too crazy on either side. I mean, Morphling isn't too common. He's very powerful, but he isn't too common. It's actually interesting. In the last patch in 6.84, Morphling got what most people actually took as a nerf, right? And I'm not talking about the Aghanim's, right? The Aghanim's, of course, is a straight up buff because it gives him...
10 seconds to go.
It just gives him another option, right? And having another option that doesn't really take anything away is almost never a negative. Actually, it's never a negative. Like, it's just nice to have that additional option, right? Now, something that was changed about him, though, is that the Adapter Strike now also has a travel time,
Get ready.
right? Now, that is obviously a nerf to the ability, right? Adapter Strike, instead of hitting instantly, it takes a little while, so you can react to it using BKB. You can blink away, I suppose. There is, you know, that delay just gives you a bit of time. And it's also slower, right? So sometimes you just need the burst right there, and it's just like a split second too late, and the hero regened enough HP to survive, or his team got there. So it is a straight up nerf in that regard. But from another perspective, it now has the same travel time as the Ethereal Blade. So you can just Ethereal Blade and Adapter Strike without having to think about it. Which was actually a problem, right? Before, you did have to manually wait for the Ethereal to hit, and then you would have to Adapter Strike. Which, while that doesn't seem like a big deal, it can be. Right, what if you get stunned in that duration? What if you get silenced? What if you just forget about it? Right, what if, oh my god, I'm getting attacked right now, I actually need to leave, I can't wait anymore. Now that the Adapter Strike has that travel time, though, and it is the same travel speed as the Ethereal Blade, they both move at 1100 units. Is that how you say that? I don't know. But they don't both move at an 1100 speed. You can just toss out both and then forget about it. So in that sense, it can be considered a buff. It's complicated. Anyway, we've got the Loader at the top lane on the Quap of Pain. He's going to be supported by the Lion, or I actually don't know what the Lion is doing here, apart from dying horribly. He's trying to line up the stun. He did get it, but it's a very, very... it's a very short stun, but he's going to be fine. Okay, so that's pretty fantastic. So I wonder what Manchka is actually going to end up doing here. Currently supporting the Queen. I don't really see that as particularly necessary, but I guess you can definitely appreciate that as well. Oh, Machka. Again, in a bit of trouble here. But they don't have any slow, they don't have the dog around, so the Lion is gonna end up being fine. Though he's already very low. Kind of running out of regen this early on. Is not that great on the support. You really actually want to be in fighting condition, right? You want to be able to go in and be scary and be nasty. But right now he just can't do that. He needs to sit back and play it safe. And that's already a pretty big victory for Vega. Though at the same time, Quap can definitely handle this on her own. Right? She doesn't necessarily need the line. Which is why I think it's kind of weird that he's down here at all. Or up here, I suppose, at all. Right? It just seems unnecessary, honestly. But maybe they just want to give him a bit more experience. We've got the Pikecut on the Morphling. Of course, he's sitting in the mid going up against... no one. Okay, I guess that's an interesting name. On the Zeus. I do like Zeus. I think Zeus is a really good hero. He's quite powerful. I would say there's a very good argument to be made for him having the highest damage output out of any hero in the game. And that's quite useful, right? We've got Ake, currently smoked up, actually. He's got some mud golems going on. He, of course, had one of them die, so he's got these tiny ones now. Actually, no, those are skeleton warriors. Oh well, but this one can die, and then you're gonna get the shot split, which gives you the two tiny mud golems, both of which have the stun ability, and yes, you can control both. So that's pretty neat, right? Like, he might actually be looking for a gank here. No, he definitely is. He smoked up. I mean, goddamn, of course he's looking for a gank, but... actually... look at him. Look at him be sneaky. Yeah, no. He doesn't want a gank. He wants that courier. You see that? That ward is put down not for the hero. That ward is put down for the courier. Ah, he really wanted that one. Didn't get it. And that's actually kind of a big deal because they're now lacking this ward, right? This, just, if you think about it, what does it really do? I mean, really, does this matter? Like, is this vision that you need? No, no, it's just not great. So, yeah. Oh, well, at the bottom we've got Admiral Bulldong going up against 9 Pasha? I'm just gonna call him Pasha. On the Gyrocopter and Slayer on Witch Doctor. Well, actually, I guess Seema the Slayer, so he would be like Seema would be his name. But I don't know how to pronounce it, so I just call him Slayer. Yup, if your name is silly, I'll just give you an even sillier name. Suck on it. Look at that Chen. He really wants to kill you. He's got he's got one shot golem. But I don't think he can actually do this. No, this is actually still pretty... Oh. Ake dropping low. Yeah, Zeus deals ludicrous amounts of damage. Does not get hit by the slow. If he gets another nuke in, that might actually be enough to secure the kill. Pretty sure it would be, but he won't get it. So, that's unfortunate, I suppose. Anyway, you know, like, what I think is still important about this mid lane, while we've got Ake, of course, just roaming around, not really farming, he's not really getting anything done. At the same time, this is troublesome for the Zeus, right? Because he has to deal with this bullshit. He has to use his mana to keep the Chen away. He needs to fall back all the time and can't last hit properly. And in the meantime, Pikecat is just freely farming, right? He doesn't need to worry. He's just sitting here. Yeah, let's keep this going, right? This is okay. Now, again, Lion coming in. Actually, wait for a few more attacks are gonna do it. And the first blood goes to Pikecat on that Morphling. Pretty deep dive, but... you know, Zeus doesn't really have anything in terms of escape mechanisms. All he can do is hope to kill you first, but that just wasn't gonna happen right there. I still would have liked to see him just put out a lightning. You know what, just drop one of those. Best case scenario, it chases him away. Worst case scenario, you still die, but at least you got some damage in, right? In that kind of scenario, I think the best play is really to not panic and just say, fuck it, let me get some damage in. Because this is not a long cooldown, let's just do it. Quick side note, I love what Bulldog is doing here. I always loved maxing out the battery assault. It's such a powerful ability, it deals so much damage. If you take a look at this, 1280 damage. Just for one battery assault, it's insane. Of course, you need to get the full thing on somebody, and considering you're going up against Gyrocopter, that's gonna be ever so mildly difficult. But it is still a glorious, fantastic ability, and I love everything about it. If he catches anybody else, this Witch Doctor right here, if he catches him, he's dead. 100% of the time, there's nothing he can do. Bulldog can kill the Zeus as well. Nothing that guy can do about it. It's just that battery assault with the what's it called? The power cogs is gonna be enough to take down almost anybody. Again, the only one I personally wouldn't challenge is the Gyrocopter, but he did. He just did it. With Loda's help in the meantime, we've got a fight in the mid. They take down the Zeus who tries to turn it around. They do actually get the clockwork as a result. Witch Doctor takes that kill with the Maledict. But Loda now starting to be a little bit active. The top lane has been going okay. It's really not as good as it should be. Let me say that much, right? Like his score, creep score is better than the Beastmaster's, but he should be destroying this Beastmaster. Beastmaster, while powerful, right? And the bird and the dog are super annoying. He should still not really do that much against the Quap. She's just really scary. And him getting a decent amount of farm is really not that great for Alliance, right? Because Beastmaster can be pretty scary. At the same time, it seems they're okay with him getting something, right? Loda's now chilling at the bottom. We've got Bulldog smoked up with the Chen. And they're constantly making use of these smokes, and I think that's actually really important. They're looking to establish an early game advantage here. If you take a look at these teams... Oh, actually we got a hook shot on no one. He's gonna be bursted down immediately. Smoke, not even quite necessary. Actually it was necessary because he hook shotted from here. And they do have a sentry, not a sentry, but they do have an observer ward around. So if he wasn't smoked, Zeus would have seen him. Hookshot might still have hit, but probably not. So smoke was actually necessary. That's always good, right? I hate wasting smoke because it's such a long cooldown. But that's really why it's nice to use those early. Because it does have such a long cooldown. It's got like a 10-minute cooldown. I think it's actually 10 minutes. I think it's actually precisely 10 minutes. And in that, like, if it's that long, fucking buy him, right? Get that cooldown ticking because it's such a good item. Like, seriously. Smoke has won me tournament games. And actually, Smoke has won plenty of people tournament games. So it's not really that impressive that it won me tournament games, but anecdotal evidence is always better than actual evidence supported by data, if you believe Reddit. And of course we do that around here. So, yeah. Anyway, Pika takes down the Zeus again. He's now looking for Slayer. He's gonna get it, but he's dropping pretty low here. Oh, doesn't want to go for the courier. I don't think he could have gotten that one. That was probably kind of a bait. I don't know. But, yeah, Pika, he's just doing really well. His creep score is the second highest in the game. Ah, come on. Like, you could put that on the same level as everybody else. Now it's the highest. Well, yeah, look at that. Now it's the second highest again. But he has, well, how many? 4 kills. So his net worth is just through the roof. He's doing incredibly well right here. I wonder what he's gonna go for. I'm really hoping it's not gonna end up being on a Lincoln's. I don't particularly mind Lincolns on Morphling, right? I think it's a pretty decent item in a lot of scenario, a pretty decent item in a lot of scenarios, but at the same time, this is not one of them, right? Oh, also, you got a little bit of a fight brewing up top. Bulldog goes in on solo, gets him. He's gonna be frozen in place, and we've got the ultimate from the gyrocopter, but the return damage from the blade mail might actually cost him that he cast that. Now he's gonna end up being fine. Hand of God also coming out. But meantime, the Queen of Pain goes down at the bottom. I assume she got roared and then bursted down, yeah. Even the Witch Doctor ultimate used for that one. But Alliance now looking at that top tower. Gonna be going for that. Why are there boots on the ground? Oh, he tried to avoid the cancel from the tower. Cute, but no. I don't like Lincolns this game. I really don't. And it mostly just comes down to Zeus. And you might say, well, that's just one hero though. Like, is it really that big of a deal? Yeah. Because Q has a very long range and it's just super easy to cancel it. Now, at the same time, I can see a point to it, right? Again, I don't generally hate Lincolns on Morphling. I think it's a pretty solid item. I don't think it's gonna be too horrible as long as it doesn't get cancelled immediately, which it very well might, right? But if that doesn't happen, it's actually gonna be pretty neat, right? Blocking even just one of those regular nukes, like one lightning bolt from Zeus, might come in super handy because that's a lot of damage. You have a chance to block Roar, you have a chance to block the missile, which is not leveled, so that's probably not gonna happen. We've got Cask, and that's that, I guess, Cold Feed. So there's really not that much, actually. You see why I don't like it this game? But there are still some... I think it comes down to the Roar, right? Like, if you get BKB and Lincolns, you're gonna be fine. And that might actually be what he's going for, right? If he gets BKB and Lincolns, I'm perfectly fine with him getting a Lincolns. Oh! Meantime, Gyrocopter goes down. Bulldog is gonna pay for it though. Roar coming out on Ake, bursts it down immediately. And look at the Cask. They're gonna secure some of these creeps as well. Ah, you might as well. Slayer takes those. But if he gets BKB on top of the Lincolns, I think it's actually gonna be pretty neat. Because then the only ability Vega has that goes through both of those items is Roar. And you obviously don't want to roar him then, because it's gonna be blocked by Lincolns. So that's gonna be kind of awkward, right? I wouldn't mind that. At the same time, this could also just be like a casual ultimate orb. Could be a Manta Star, could be a Scotty. There's a lot that you can actually do with that item. Could even be a Sheepsig. I won't mind that. You know what? Why not? Let's go, right? But I doubt it's a Sheepstig. That's probably not gonna end up being a Sheepstig. Oh well. So how is everybody else doing? Lion, look at him. Just going straight for that Blink Dagger. I love that. That's beautiful. Really, really nice. Shen, gonna finish up his mecha pretty soon. I wonder if we're gonna see a Guardian Grease. I have still not seen them in any competitive game ever. But I also still believe that they are quite hilarious. So we got that going for us, right? We've got, of course, the Morphling. It's gonna be a Lincoln's. Okay, I guess. I really hope he gets a BKB on top of it, though. Again, pure Lincolns. No, not a big fan of that. And we've got Queen of Pain with an Ultimate Orb. Just some minor items to go along with that. So I expect to see the early Aghanims, right? Like, that's a pretty safe call, I would argue. So, sorry. And of course, Bulldong sitting on the Blade Mail. And we've got the Slayer. He's got nothing, of course. We got AA, who also got nothing. That's actually a pretty big deal that both of those supports are so underfarmed. Especially considering that the Lion is actually getting... Well, no, he's got a Blink Dagger now. That's pretty bad for Vega. We've got Zeus. He has suffered a lot. Constant ganks, died 4 times. It's gonna stink, right? He might still go for an early Bloodstone here. Like, he does have his Soul Ring, he does have the Mana Boots. So that wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. I wonder if he's actually gonna end up doing that, though. Maybe something like, I don't know, a BKB would be better. But no, I think the Bloodstone is the right call. We've got the Beastmaster, he's got his Necro Book. Only level 1 so far, but that should be good enough for now. And Gyrocopter. Drums? Well, he's got the makings of drums. He doesn't actually have that much. Like, if you take a look at net worth, it's actually not going that great for Vega. Oh, hookshot. They catch the AA and he gets boosted down immediately. Bulldog gonna have to pay. Actually, no, he's fine for the time being. The Sonic Wave, the Scream, 1 attack, and down goes half Vega. We got Mag trying to turn it around, though. He gets the Queen of Pain at the very least. Pasha, he's still around. But I don't think that anything else is gonna come from this. Now, at the same time, while... Yeah... Didn't go well for Vega at all. And might have stopped the Roshan. Maybe, right? Alliance is pretty low here. They did take a lot of damage. Ice Blast is gonna be flying. They don't want to get hit by that. But it just seems like they waited for that Ice Blast to actually connect. And they're now gonna go ahead and take down Roshan. So that's pretty bad for Vega. They of course don't just want to give Pika the free edges. And, well, they did. He's now also got his Lincolns. And this Morphling is looking scarier and scarier. Also morphed basically everything he's got into into agility. I like that. That's cheeky. I don't know. He can't afford to do it, right? He does have the Lincoln stun. He does have his edges. Like, he should be fine, honestly, but it's still pretty... Yeah, it's a pretty cocky play, right? So I expect to see the Ethereal Blade next. I don't really have any problem with that, right? Like, what I would like to see from Pikecat here is Ethereal Blade into Dagon. The Ethereal Blade is gonna give you the damage you need to really put out, like, significant bursts and apply a lot of pressure on the enemy team, but afterwards you should go for some survivability, right? You should tank up a little, because Vega does have a lot of burst as well. Maybe even getting the BKB right now might be the better call, but I don't know, I like having some damage as well, right? And he's doing very well. He's far and beyond the most farmed hero in the game. He can absolutely afford to go for the Ethereal Blade. So, yeah. Anyway, got Bulldog smoked up with the rest of his team. Creeps are also around, an illusion. Is he gonna replicate to that? I don't think so. Loader also smoked up, so it's everybody except for Pikecat. But at the same time, Vega, they are trying a very similar thing. Smoked up in the jungle of their opponents. I don't think either team is gonna find anything. They're probably gonna be both content with just taking down a tower. Now, at the same time, that's actually not that great for Vega. Because they're gonna be trading a tier 2 for a tier 1. That's not something you're looking to do. Look at that. Even the ward plays down. This is an overcommitment to a single tier 1 tower. That really... Alliance is not even trying to defend it. Right? They're not interested in this. They don't really give a fuck. So that's pretty bad, I would argue. Oh, 4 staff. It's gonna be 4 staff on no one. Yeah, I can see that. Right, why not? Sure. Go for something a bit cheaper. Generally speaking, I prefer the Blink Dagger, but, you know, if you can't afford it. 4 staff does kind of the same thing. Meantime, look at this. Like, that's exactly the issue. Vega, they were pushing down a tier 1. Meantime, Alliance is breaking your base. I mean, that's just not fantastic now, is it? Oh, Pikecat, he's dropping. He's got the ultimate on him. Is he gonna die? Is he gonna die? No. Oh, that was so close. Hand of God coming out. The Missa. Scream on nothing. No, the Gyrocopter did get hit by it, and he goes down. Now Slayer sitting in the back. He takes down Bulldog. They might be looking for a little bit more. Buyback, of course. From the Beastmaster. Does he have a Blink Dagger? Does he have a Roar? He does have a Roar, but he can't connect with it. So that should be the end of that fight. The Dire manages to hold on, but they did use a buyback for that. And the thing about buybacks, those are temporary, you know, holds, I would argue. You can't keep relying on those, right? Eventually you're gonna be out of buyback, eventually you're gonna be out of money, and then it's gonna be bad for your team. But, well, I'm not actually even sure that Vega needed that buyback. Because he didn't roar. Did he really do anything? I don't know. Oh, look at that. The Queen of Pain picking up an ultimate orb. So that is just gonna be a casual point booster. Well, I'm really hoping that builds into like an Aghanims. No, it should be an Aghanims later on, right? I guess it could be... What's it called? Octarine Core? Nah, I don't think you should get that. You can get it on Queen of Pain. I don't mind it in general. I just mind it right now. And I mind it before the Aghanims. Meantime, Clockwork takes another kill on the AA. Those poor supports, they're not really getting much done. This is looking really bad for Vega. They are so far behind. They even lose their courier. Look at Pikecat, he's not afraid. Going in for Mag. Well, he doesn't have anything to cancel that Lincoln Swift, right? He can't do anything. So, again, as long as it doesn't get cancelled by some of those tiny abilities, blocking the Roar is actually super important. So, you know, in that scenario, it's gonna be neat. I believe Alliance is just gonna farm up the Feral on the Morphling. And then they're gonna look for a push. It just seems like a nice timing, right? Pikecat is super farmed. And he's very close to that Ethereal. And with that, you're gonna be able to one-shot one of those supports. Right? You pick whichever one of those 3 intelligence heroes you want. And that guy is just dead. Right? He's just done. So, you know, that seems like a pretty decent idea. Should grab that Ghost Scepter right now, though. So he gets it as soon as possible. There we go. That took a little while. Okay. Well, not Pikecat, Ake. He's now sitting on his mecha and mana boots. Gotta be working towards an Aghanims. I like that. Get Aghanims, Octarine Core, and Chen. Just heal your team like every 22 seconds. Let's go. It's pretty cute. No, but Aghanims on Chen is... It's generally considered to be core, right? And for good reason. You get to dominate the Ancients. Generally speaking, you only want one of those stone giants, right? You don't really care about any of the others. Honestly, they suck. Those giants, though, they have that huge AoE aura that gives you all HP. That's actually super awesome, right? But all of the other ones kind of blow, so those are not a big deal. Look at Pycat. He's got one strength right now. Oh no! Alliance, they're going in already! Bulldog, he's gonna fall. First one to go down. Oh, the force staff from no one. Pycat takes one kill, but now he's falling as well. Dropping very, very low indeed. The heals from Ake. They're gonna try to turn this around. The Sonic Wave, it connects on 3, I believe. And Loader takes down the Beastmaster. So far, most of the Lions actually survived. And no one picked off by the Lion. Just one quick finger in the background. And that's gonna be that. So that actually worked out pretty well for Alliance after all. A messy start. Really, they didn't... I don't like the way they started that one off. But it did work out in the end. Oh my god. I think Aki is done. Aki is dead. I don't know if they want to push this anymore. The Chen is not alive. His creeps are gonna die immediately if they get close to anything here. But they're gonna take the barracks. Range barracks are gonna fall for sure. Oh. The Ethereal coming out. And the shotgun finishes that guy off. Stun. Only manages to hit Pasha. Oh, and a nice Maledict on 2 heroes. BKB cast from the Gyrocopter. He's willing to come back in. He's looking to make this happen. Bulldog. He's gonna be the first one to fall. Pycat. Next in line. He's still taking a lot of damage, morphing everything to strength. It's probably gonna end up being enough for him to stay alive. A creep's teleported back. Won't happen, they're gonna be taken down beforehand. So, Vega manages to stay in the game. They only lose 1 barracks, but at the same time, this actually wasn't that great of a fight again. They only got Bulldog. He always seems to be the only one that dies, and that's just not that great. And honestly, that's actually true. If you take a look at the death score, like Queen of Pain died twice, and Chen died twice, and Bulldog died 5 times. So he is actually the only one that dies. Oh well. Go ahead and head over to Netroof. This is really what we are trying to, keep tabs on. Because this Gyrocopter, while he's not doing great right now, I do believe that he's gonna end up scary, right? I firmly respect Gyrocopter. This guy is nasty. And he does a lot. And that's a finger, and that's really just mean. But he does a lot of damage, and he does it to a lot of targets. And he's already looking pretty decent, right? Like, he's not super farmed. No, not at all. But it could be worse. He could have nothing. He could just sit here and be starving, like desperately trying to get some food. And that's just not what's happening. No, he's okay. Right, he's getting some money. He's got 1600 in the bank right now. He's got his BKB done. Like, he's in fighting condition. Oh, he's definitely not as strong as the Morphling. Or maybe even not as strong as the Queen of Pain now that she finished her sheep stick. But he can still make a difference. And that's really what I think Vega is currently hoping for, right? They're trying so hard. And the game is not over. The game is not over until the throne has died. Until this thing is dead. The game is still going.
Radiant's top tower's in bad shape.
Morphling is now gonna work on a Manta Star. I don't actually like that. I think you could really see that Pycat isn't as safe as he believes he is. What kept him alive during those last fights is morphing to strength. Now that doesn't work if you're ice blasted. If that AA ultimate is on you, you cannot gain HP, no matter how you do it. It's not possible. So going for just the morph as your survivability is gonna be quite risky. Seeing as it just simply won't be reliable most of the time. Well, the missile is gonna fly. Cute. That's kind of cute. That is really kind of cute. I wonder what happens if you put on a Lotus Orb. I gotta play around with that item. I love the Lotus Orb. It's so fun. It is so fun. Anyway, look at Pycat. He's going in. Uses the shotgun on the Beastmaster, but that's actually the one target you don't want to cast it on. He can't survive. Gyrocopter. He's now still sitting in the middle of this. The Flak Cannon dealing a lot of damage to those creeps. BKB used. The Sonic Wave. Ice Blast connects on a lot of them. Loader gonna be picked off. The Necrobox, they're still running in. They're still going strong. One of them dominated though. Chen, of course, abusing his what is it called? Holy persuasion, whatever. I don't care. It's holy bullshit. Oh my god, Pycat is falling. Finger casts on the AA though, so no Ice Blast. And we're gonna see him just teleported back to the base. That fight was, again, not that great for Vega. But I would argue that it could have been worse, right? They could have just straight up lost. And they didn't. They're still in the game. And that's a pretty important aspect, right? That's pretty big. And they do have the burst and late game potential to make this work. Look at that. Look at that Witch Doctor. He's got an Aghanims. That Aghanims is gonna fucking wreck everybody's faces. You've got the Witch... not the Witch. What is his face? Ancient Apparition, right. I don't really know what the fuck he's building. Might be a Glimmer Cape. I'm hoping it's a Glimmer Cape. That item would actually be really nice here. You know, if you see that the Morphling is trying to shotgun somebody, just Glimmer Cape it. Beastmaster. I'm really hoping he gets a Blink Dagger next. Right? Blink Roar. And then you can actually kill some people with the Necrobox. Which is also, by the way, now level 3. So that's pretty good. Right? Oh, Roar on Bulldog. They're actually gonna be low. That guy's dead. No, that's just it. There, he's just done. Pew. There he goes, Finger. And they're gonna trade the Beastmaster for it, though. Slayer, TP's out. He's gonna be okay in the end. And the pause. Well, I don't have time for 1 second. Thank you. I do have time for a second, but I won't wait. Because I don't have to. Because I'm using glorious replays. Oh, look at Loader. He's actually going for the Octarine Core. Huh. Not getting an Aghanims. That's weird. Again, I don't mind the Octarine Core in general. She deals a lot of ability damage, right? And as a result, the Octarine Core is going to be pretty good with that. Also, she likes reduced cooldowns because she already got pretty low cooldowns. Like, she spams her abilities as it is, and this is just going to help with that even more. But I still would like to see an Aghanims. I think that would be really neat here. I don't know. Pycat. He's got his Manta style done. Just gonna push down this tower. He's actually looking for somebody. Going in a bit deep. Oh. Ethereal used. BKB also cast Ice Blast. I think there's actually nothing that's gonna come from this. Yeah, that's probably the end of that. And the Lions, they're gonna break into the space now. The tower goes down. That creep should die. Or maybe not. Put a missile on it! Shoot the creep! No? Come on, put a missile on it! You know you want to. No. Okay. The Hawk hiding in the back. It's actually kind of like interesting to know how much vision they have, right? Like, this is what the Dire sees. This is what the Radiant sees. So they're both kind of playing a bit in the blind. Big Ice Blast coming out. Oh, the Zeus ultimate dropped as well. He's sitting in the back. He needs to get out. But Queen of Pain and Clockwork already taken down. They lose the Chen as well. Pycat. They're looking for that Morphling. The main carry. The big prize. Not gonna get it. But that's still 3 kills, and this, for the first time, was a fight that worked out in favor of Vega, and decisively so. They took down 3 heroes, didn't really lose anything. No, really, they didn't actually lose shit. Not quite sure how that fight happened. That kind of came out of nowhere, but they're gonna take it, right? They definitely are gonna take that. And yeah, see, slight dent. Not a big one, but a slight one. And that's already pretty good. Right? They're kind of working their way upwards. Oh, it means I'm Pika, that's just being mean. So I'm guessing this really wasn't the most interesting of kills. Yeah. Yeah. He deals a lot of damage. A lot of it. Really a ton. I would still like to see a BKB on this fucker though. Like, that would be neat, right? Don't tell me that... you can't tell me that a BKB wouldn't be useful. It would be. He's just not feeling like getting one. But you know, like, if that's what he thinks works. But right now he's vulnerable. Like, he can get killed, and that's not that great. We got Aghanim stun on the Zeus. I actually don't like that at all. So, Aghanim's on Zeus is pretty solid, right? It's not terrible at all. It's pretty good, actually. Oh, wow. Pika just taking barracks. That's mean. But it's actually really good. At the same time, Refresher is just objectively better. Oh. Oh. No one. It's actually gonna be fine. The Finger didn't do that much. Loader. He's now roared up, and that's gonna be a kill. Down he goes. Bulldog also falls to the ground. Chen next in line. Machka tries to hex up the gyrocopter. He does get it. But we do have a blink forward from the Beastmaster. So far, nobody has been able to get any damage in on him, though. And Axes. They fly. 4 staff. Blink away in a second. Yeah. So the Chen is actually gonna end up being fine. Look at that creep! It's just hitting the barracks. You're not gonna get those, buddy. That's not gonna happen. He's trying so hard. But you just don't deal any damage. Sorry. Well, nonetheless, range barracks are down. So, still a 1 fight for Vega, almost certainly, right? Again, they're making progress. This is tipping back into their favor. Not into their favor. But at least they are in the game, right? I feel like now they can play, because we do have those big levels coming up at the very least. Like Zeus is level 16 now. Beastmaster is basically level 16. Witch Doctor's gonna get there in a bit, right? So those level 3 ultimates are gonna be ready, and that's rather nice. We've got the Gyrocopter, who is now looking at the Daedalus, I assume? Could also be a Divine Rapier, I don't know. I don't know. It could be one. Considering he just got insta-killed by the Morphling, wouldn't recommend it. Could of course also be an MKB. All of those are viable choices, so. I'm actually gonna find Ake. Big stun, but nothing else. Oh no, Mag. Uses the roar, tries to turn it around on Loader. In the meantime, fight is over there. Pycat trying to get a kill, but it's not happening. He's going in deep. He's got a BKB now. At the very least that. So he agrees with me that he needs it. Oh, wait. No, okay. I was a little worried there that the Maledict would actually like start dealing a lot of damage because he took 600 from that Necrobook Warrior. But at the same time, it was kind of like that was already kind of done, so yeah. Oh, look at the mud golems. Oh, they're so cute. I love these guys. That's gonna end up being Roshan for Alliance. Wait, is Loader not finishing this up? Because if he isn't gonna finish that up, then fuck off, get Aghanims. Like, seriously. Like, this is almost a full Aghanims. I guess he also wants a BKB. I don't disagree with that. I think a BKB is gonna be very much necessary. This Queen of Pain is actually not able to do that much right now. She just gets boosted down. But, god damn, finish up some items, will ya? But no, that's gonna end up being a BKB. Yup. Okay. Meantime, I don't really know what he is doing. He's working towards his BKB, not BKB, Aghanims. And that's of course the right item, right? That's what you get on AA. Basically every single game. So, it's kind of neat, I guess. Zeus, really hoping he's gonna end up getting a refresher next. Like, Zeus deals so much damage with refresher. Just that alone. Aghanims of course helps a ton. But refresher's really where most of it comes from. We've got a Blink Dagger down on the Beastmaster. We've got the Gyrocopter with something. Oh. Oh. Look at that, will ya? Finger of Death used on something. Wait, what? Just on the creep wave. Okay, I guess. So, I'm actually not quite happy with that. I mean, it does cost a lot of mana. Okay, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, you can just get some mana back from that creep, but... Ooh. Okay. So we do have a Divine Rapier. The courier is sitting over here. So, the thing about this is they don't want to risk just him dying randomly. And then seeing, oh, well, they got a Divine Rapier now. But, turns out they're just gonna take it. So, Vega is all in. And I think actually they kind of have to, right? This constant base harassment. Alliance is very good at killing buildings. Right? That's the one thing they are great at. Oh, the Lincolns is cancelled. The Roar is gonna fly. Ice Blast as well. Pikecat dropping to the ground already. Gyrocopter in the meantime. He's just fighting the rest of Alliance. Keeping those at bay. And that's the main carry down. So Gyrocopter is looking pretty powerful here. It's got, you know, it's got a lot of damage. Almost definitely. I would like to see some lifesteal now. You know, just drop the Ring of Aquila. I mean, what does that really do, right? Drop that, get yourself a Helm of the Dominator. If you're funny, you can dominate the Necrobook that the Chen steals. That would be pretty cute, but at the same time, you hit so fucking hard now that you just want some lifesteal, right? Like, just some. And I think that's actually exactly what he's gonna do here. Yeah, he gets himself the Helm of the Dominator. That's gonna be really handy. First of all, you don't just want the Morbid Mask, because, you know, Helm of the Dominator is a nice upgrade. But having that, just that really solid 15% lifesteal. If you hit for 500 damage on each attack, yeah, no, that's gonna be really quite useful. Morphling is now back in action. Sells his boots, gets himself boots of travel. Well, that seems fine. He's also kind of keeping an inventory slot for the cheese, I suppose. Now, not the cheese, what am I saying? For the, not Aegis? Divine Rapier, that's the one. Nah, they're all kind of the same, aren't they? But he's kind of keeping an inventory slot with 4 down. Just in case. Because that's really the price here, right? Like, that's what Alliance is looking for. They take the ranged racks. So, the only thing that Vega has left is this melee. The Roar on Pikecat, but they waste the Witch Doctor ultimate. Pikecat is dropping. But he activates the cheese, he's gonna end up being fine. And, well, the melee barracks are falling. Ancient Black Dragon, sitting in the middle of it. He's not afraid. He doesn't care. Finger. Sonic Wave. That's 2 of their supports already halfway dead. Gyrocopter ultimate drop. Pasha. Hexed up. Should be fine for him though. But look at this. Look at what Alliance is doing. They're not playing around those heroes. They don't care. They don't worry about those heroes. The only thing they want is this building. Because if they get just this one building, that's gonna be mega creeps. And mega creeps almost always means you win the game. And in this game, it most certainly does. Because it's even now, right? This is actually no. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Well, the experience kind of is. But, yeah, no, actually. Oh, well. We're gonna see a Saint Yasha from the Gyro. I don't mind that. I think he got the Yasha because he wanted to build the usual Manta style, which wouldn't be too bad at all, right? That's a decent item. But if you have a Divine Rapier, I actually don't really like Manta style anymore. Right, generally speaking, if you're going for additional damage, like add damage, something like a Divine Rapier or BKB, right there. Let me just actually explain that. So base damage is damage you get from stats, right? For example, if the Gyrocopter is an agility hero and he buys himself an Blade of Alacrity, he gets 10 agility, right? And each point of agility gives you 1 point of damage. That is base damage. And then there's add damage. Something like a Mithril Hammer just gives you 24 damage. Illusions do not get add damage. Divine Rapier gives 330 add damage. But nothing for your illusions. So would a Manta style really do much? No, not at all. The Saint Yasha is just gonna provide your hero with more and come in more handy. So. Oh wait! Wait. Where is it? I saw it. There it is. Look at the Lotus Orb. Fuck yeah, let's go. That's beautiful. That is amazing. I love everything about that. But Alliance, look at this. They want this. Oh, roar on Pikehead again. This is why I didn't like the Lincolns. Right? Does it really do anything? No, it doesn't. It is so easy to cancel. So easy to cancel. And then you just get roared up. Go for some HP. Get that Skadi. Get a heart. Get lifesteal. All of those, right? BKB is fine. BKB is absolutely fine. But roar, it's so important, right? And he's just paying the price now. He's just paying the price, and that's why I don't like the Lincolns. That's just it. Now, it has been working pretty okay, I suppose, like, apart from the last few encounters, but come on. Oh, stupid item. It's so overrated. Like, it's good. It's just not as good as everybody makes it out to be, right? Like, everybody always gets it on all heroes. It's just like, let me get it on Medusa, and on freaking Reaver, and on Morphling. And it's just like, okay, so while it's good on all of those heroes, Lincolns is still a situational item, right? It doesn't work every single game. You gotta adjust. If you don't adjust to the game, then it's just not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. So please, keep that in mind. Is that Guardian Grease? No, that's nothing. Oh, it was wards. So nothing. Nothing but sadness and disappointment. I think he dominated the wrong creep here. Great work. I'm proud of you, Ake. Wait, did he want this one? There's actually no reason to take this one over the other one. I am confident that he just dominated the wrong creep. Roshan is back up again. Vega does know. They just... Actually, no, did they? No, I don't actually... Wait. Do they have any clue at all? Oh, wait. I for a second there believed that Clockwork was on the Dias team, but he isn't. So, yeah. But Vega actually has no fucking idea. I mean, they I'm pretty sure they... Oh wait, no, they know. But yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure they have an idea, right? It's reasonable to assume. But at the same time, they can't know for certain. Well, that's gonna be a Roshan. Aegis on the Morphling. Huh, I don't know if I like that actually. Well, no, it's still good on him, right? The only problem I have is he doesn't have an inventory slot, right? And what if, let's say, the Divine Rapier drops? Do you just want to put the Manta style on the ground? Not really, right? So, that's not too great, I suppose. Look at AA. He doesn't have boots, but he's got Aghanims. I think he sold his boots for this. No, I do think that's actually the right call. Look at him. He's just sitting in the base. He's not even leaving the well. And that's because all he's supposed to do here is Ice Blast people. Meantime, actually Gyrocopter takes 1 kill already. He's now fighting the... the Morphling. Divine Rapier on the ground. He buys back. Pycat, he's going for it. He doesn't take... No, he does take it. He's now fighting Pasha and he relocates out. He's gonna be fine. Oh, that is big. That is really, really big. They lose the Divine Rapier. The buyback from the Gyro, but all of his net worth, it just vanished. It just vanished and it all went to the Morphling, who is now more than doubling what the Gyrocopter has. Oh, that is so bad. So bad. But yeah, look at AA. He's actually sitting all the way in the back, just trying to Ice Blast people. That's all he does. Nothing else. Is this one even going? Okay, I guess. Suppose so. It's not like that really does anything now. Oh well. So, with the Divine Rapier on the Morphling, of course, they just want to kill the barracks, right? What they need to do here is kill the barracks, keep the Morphling alive if at all possible, and if those two things happen, you win the game. I mean, you very likely won it anyway, because that's such a huge swing. But yeah, look at Pycat, he's gonna take it right here. Glyph used, replicates out, he's gonna be fine. But the thing is, Alliance doesn't need to rush it, right? They just wait for that ultimate to come back online. They just wait for the BKB to come back online. Glyph is not gonna be ready. It's got a much longer cooldown than that. And these barracks, they're not gonna survive a BKB duration. They're just not 5 seconds, 6 seconds actually. Is more than enough for this Morphling to put out 700 damage. Like, that's not even close, right? He's gonna tear the power 10 times over. Oh, actually, stun gonna drop. Oh, look at the missile! That's so cool! It even has the startup time. And it's fine. I love that. It did connect, so that's kind of cute, I guess. Yeah, but we're gonna see it here. BKB is ready. Lotus Orb even used. Oh my god, the double finger. The Sonic Wave Bulldog gonna fall. But Gyrocopter, he just bought back. He can't come back again. And that's it. The Mecha Creeps are gonna be pushing. Alliance finally did it. Took a lot longer than it probably should have, but you know, in the end, all that matters is that big Ancient is the big W. And Alliance takes it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. I would definitely appreciate that. And I hope to see all of you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.